This week we are honoring mothers as we are coming up to Mother's Day on Sunday, and we want to speak of some good biblical examples like Jochebed. Good morning, this is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Tuesday. The story of Jochebed is told in Exodus chapter 2. It was during the time of Hebrew oppression while they were still living in Egypt. Pharaoh had feared being outnumbered by the Hebrews so badly that he commanded that every male child that was born should be killed immediately. He had some problems with the midwives. They were not obeying him. But here comes a woman named Jochebed who had her son, and she hid him for some time and then put him in an ark of bulrushes to hide him in the reeds along the river. Pharaoh's daughter came along and found the child and rescued him. But there are some wonderful things you need to know about this mother named Jochebed. First of all, she was the daughter of Levi, which certainly means that her sons would be a part of that priestly line of Hebrews. We also have to see her bravery. Even though, knowing Pharaoh's decree, she hid and protected her child from certain death by the Egyptians. Now, you realize it is not easy trying to hide a baby, from the activity that brings to a household to the crying, the constant need of care. But she was up to the challenge because she was a wonderful mother. Had she been found out, she may have also been murdered for defying the decree of the Pharaoh about male newborns, but she didn't seem to care about that. You see, this is the kind of love and devotion that God puts into the heart of mothers for their children. Now, I realize that the world today has changed much of that because of selfishness in every person. And it is so prevalent in our world, mothers often don't show that kind of sacrifice for their children. We should also see the great care that she took to provide for his future. She not only hid him near where the Pharaoh's daughter would find him, but she also stationed his older sister Miriam there, very close, so that she could intervene and help if needed. You know, the ironic part of the plan to me is that God worked to where he caused Pharaoh's daughter to hire Jochebed to nurse the baby for a time until he was weaned. That is not coincidence. Miriam stepped in and suggested some things, but God used this example to bless this woman. And we can be sure that while she was nursing this baby, she was also teaching him and instilling a heart for God in a young Moses. Well, not only would Moses, her son, grow up to defend his people from the Egyptians, he would lead them out of this oppressive nation and through the Red Sea, even at God's command and God's direction in his life and ministry. Of course, Jochebed's other son, Aaron, would become the first high priest of the Israelite nation also. And I cannot believe that any of this was a coincidence or just the fact that they were great leaders. You know, they used to say, behind every good man is a good woman. But I believe behind every good man and perhaps behind every good woman, there is a devoted mother that has spent the time necessary to train them to serve God.